Good morning, beautiful people. I'm Alex and this is Gingerhead & Co, my sewing vlog. I'm going to show you all my Tabitha T-shirts. T-shirts from the book, Tilly and the Buttons Make It Simple book. I definitely get my money's worth out of this book because I made 3 T-shirts. None of them is for me. All of them are for my sister because I'm not really a fan of T-shirts, like typical T-shirts. You would think that a T-shirt, that's like a cult garment. It's got a long history. Well, not really a long history because as far as I know, the T-shirt was introduced as a garment, outer garment in the 19th century or something. I know that workers were, well, cutting off the long johns, the overalls that they were wearing, and they started wearing the T-shirts or grandfathers of our T-shirts outside as an outer garment. Scott Fitzgerald introduced the word T-shirt. Where was it? In one of his books. In This Side of Paradise. So Fitzgerald was the first person to use the word T-shirt to describe the garment that we wear, the T-shirt. It was Marlon Brando as Kowalski. I can't say the name Kowalski as Kowalski. I always say it as Kowalski. It's a Polish surname. So I kind of tend to pronounce it in a Polish way. So anyway, Brando was wearing it in a street card called Desire, named Desire. And he was like the fashion icon then. And then James Dean was the other person who popularized T-shirts. You probably don't really need to know all that. And now I don't think we can imagine our lives without a T-shirt. And I suppose everybody now owns one or has owned one or is going to own one because they're just perfect for everyone. They are important for all the subcultures or all the countercultures or everything else because of what you can do with them. So if you buy a simple T-shirt, you can embellish your T-shirt. You can make something super special with it. You can put out to the world all your beliefs or all your convictions, all your revolutionary intentions, because you can just write something on your T-shirt. And that's when I was younger. That was what we used T-shirts for. I was young in the punk era, so obviously all the slogans, everything that we were against were there, worn out on us. And that was probably the only time when I wore T-shirts. Well, I still remember that we used to dye them as well, tie-dye. It kind of becomes popular again, and I know how to do that because when I was like 14 or something, that was something that we were doing a lot. I was talking about Tabithas. Yeah, I'm still talking about Tabithas. So I made 3 Tabithas and Tabitha T-shirts. And there is nothing simpler than a T-shirt to make. Is that? That's the first one. I'm wearing this one. They're not intended for me, but they fit me. So the first one is from cotton jersey in the most gorgeous print that is absolutely childish. And I hope my sister likes it. If not, well, I'll wear it. But I really love it. They're musketeers, but they're mice. So that's the print. And yes, my sister is even slightly older than me. So what? It just, you know, it's for fun. It just something to have some fun with. And the t-shirt is just a classic t-shirt shape. Nothing super special about it, nothing controversial about it yet. You can make it controversial by putting a slogan on or something, or you can be controversial because you are wearing a print like a child and you are not a child. I like it. I think, well, it's super comfortable. I don't really wear t-shirts as such. I prefer tank tops. That's why I didn't make any for myself. But I suppose this pattern is going to be reused. There is nothing complicated in this pattern. It's just a typical pattern that I use the cover stitch to hem everything, which takes seconds, really, well, minutes, really. I added the ribbing and I didn't do anything extraordinary. I am going to color block this pattern, so I'm going to make a t-shirt that is color blocked because I have a panel and I wanted to use this panel to make another t-shirt. But it's a gorgeous t-shirt, and I suppose you can make them as staples, you can wear them all year round, but especially now when the spring is coming, the spring has almost sprung. Also in the summer, we can wear t-shirts a lot. So that's the first one. And as promised, I'm going to show you 2 more. I might take some photos on me because I think the garments always look better, you can see more when they are worn on somebody. That's size, the first size, so I suppose that's size 6. Yeah, I think it fits me. It's not terribly clingy or anything, so it's just a typical t-shirt. It's like close fitting on the bust, but other than that, no, it's not close fitting, so it's just a t-shirt. T-shirts are not really supposed to be super clingy. It's slightly different to other Tilly's t-shirts that I've used. It doesn't have the waist that is accentuated, but I quite like it. T-shirt number 2. T-shirt number 2 is from French Terry. So this is cotton jersey, so it's slightly slinker, slightly thinner, and it's probably better for the summer. This one is probably going to be slightly more warm, but because they're breathable, and I love French Terry, I think it's also going to be fine. So I had some fabric left with Bison, so I decided that my sister needed to join the Bison family because I've got a top, Hubby's got a top, so my sister needs a top just to make sure that she belongs. Yes, I even made an effort and I changed the cover stitch thread every time I hemmed my t-shirts, right? Well, the ribbing, I tied a knot here. I don't normally do that, I just pull the thread through, but I was probably thinking about something else when I did that. So that's number 2. And that's number 3. And you might know this fabric. This also is French Terry, and this French Terry is not from Mètre et Centimetre like the other ones. This fabric is from the Polish shop called Fabric Shop. Online is fabricshop.pl. I don't think they, I'm not sure, I don't know if they ship to the UK because this fabric has been bought lovingly by my sister, and she also brought it to me, but it's from the Fabric Shop. And I love it, and I have a top made out of it. The top that has already been slightly damaged. I wore my top to the gym and I got like oil smear all over it, and it didn't really wash properly, so we'll see. We'll see after a couple of washes if it still kind of is slightly visible. It's at the back actually, but still, it doesn't look that pretty, so it's now something to be worn in the house. But okay, so pineapple, and that's it. That was t-shirt number 3. also cover stitched and top stitched down with the cover stitch, hemmed with the cover stitch everywhere. Very summery, isn't it? But it's French terry. It's French terry that is not very thick, so it's 240 grams per meter. So it's kind of like thicker jersey. It's not super thick or super warm. And it's cotton, so you can sweat to your heart's delight. You can sweat as much as you want. It's still kind of good for your skin. And that's it. That's the 3 t-shirts that I was going to show you. But I would definitely recommend the pattern. The instructions are super clear. You can definitely make it in under an hour. It doesn't really matter how you construct it, but there is nothing complicated about it. And I think there are going to be loads of versions again. And I think the book is great because you can keep reusing the patterns. And I don't often reuse most of the patterns, but if I reuse my patterns, they tend to be Tilly's patterns, and they tend to be very simple patterns because I can add something, I can customize them, I can make them my own version, I can feel super creative and and all that. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to reuse the patterns from Tilly's latest book as well, and I'm very happy about it because, well, why not? You know, you don't always need new patterns, but, well, a classic tee, I think plenty of people are going to use it. This is also the pattern that Tilly uses for her Juno pyjamas. So you've got 3 versions. You've got 3/4 length sleeves, and you've got long sleeves, and you've got cuffs if you want to add the cuffs. That's for the pyjama version, but obviously you can make and wear a top with cuffs and long sleeves outside if you want to, because, well, nobody's going to know that it was intended for a pyjama pattern. Whether it's going to be my favorite t-shirt pattern is, well, I'm doubtful because I don't wear t-shirts as such. So I prefer either something that has grown-on sleeves and looks like a t-shirt, but it isn't a classic T shape, or I wear a lot of tank tops and then something over it. But it's definitely a good one, and it's definitely going to be loved by plenty of people. I can tell because there are no issues, like fit issues. I think it's going to fit a lot of people because there are no danger zones that are specifically designed for one body type. Even if you have bigger chest or bigger hips, this pattern should still suit you or fit you if you choose the correct size, that is. I would definitely recommend it, and I think we are going to see loads of them. Even if not from me, we're going to see loads of them from other people. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Bye!